Trading versus investing. Which one should you concentrate on? Let me get straight to the point. You should concentrate on both. But first, let's define who are investors and who are traders. To understand the difference, let me take you back to 1602. That's when the Dutch East India Company became the first company in history to issue shares to the public. The market that formed around those shares in Amsterdam is considered the world's first stock exchange. From the very beginning, there were two distinct groups of people. The first group were the long-term capital providers. They put up money to build ships and fund voyages to Indonesia. These voyages took years and investors only got paid if and when the ships returned with valuable goods like spices. These were the investors. Patient capital, long-term mindset, long-term rewards. Over time, another group emerged. Merchants and brokers began buying and selling these ownership shares among themselves in public meeting places around Amsterdam, long before modern exchanges existed. They traded based on letters, news from ports, changing expectations, and evolving information about the voyages. These were traders, operating on short time horizons, taking advantage of price movements and uncertainty. Both groups played a critical role. Investors made entire enterprise possible by providing capitals. Traders created liquidity, allowing investors to enter or exit positions before the voyages were completed. That same structure still exists today. As an investor, you commit capital to businesses over the long term and benefit from their growth and profitability. It is the most reliable way to build wealth and something you should never skip. As a trader, you operate on a much shorter timeline. It can be months, weeks, and sometimes days. As a trader, you're looking for inefficiencies, mispricing, and edge created by human behavior. Trading is higher risk, higher reward, and far harder to do consistently. So should you become an investor or start as a trader? Well, you can start as an investor right away. All you need to do is consistently buy into a well-diversified, low-cost ETF over the next 5, 10, 20 years. However, if you want to start as a trader, then you need to develop a strategy and create safety guardrails. Otherwise, you may end up exiting the trading world as quickly as you entered it. Being a good investor is much easier than being a good trader. In my opinion, you should always be an investor, even if you just aspire to be a trader. The good news is that you can be a long-term investor and trader at the same time. Investing will provide you with long-term returns and capital growth. Trading can provide you with income and acceleration of your capital growth. On this channel and in my trainings, I concentrate heavily on trading, the strategies, the psychology, and the mistakes that can wipe you out. I also teach market-neutral approaches that combine investing and trading in the way that reduces risks and improves your survival. However, if there are any specific topics you would like me to cover or questions you want answered, leave them in the comments and I'll cover them in future videos. But until then, let's just trade better.